Me and my dad are self-converting this Dodge ProMaster to be completely livable in. We are documenting the whole process, and today we are installing rear windows. So yeah, let's get straight to it. I bought these windows from Van Windows Direct. I went with these guys because they just had, honestly, exactly what we were looking for. This is not a sponsored video in any way, but they have a variety of different windows, so sliding doors, but we decided to go fixed windows for both. So for the sliding door and the rear. Also, if you want to go to a specific part of the video, I'm going to make markers and different chapters so you can just slide to wherever you need to be. All right, now let's get on to the products that you will need for this install. All right, so here are the products that we are using. All right, so we have acetone to wipe up any drips from the primer when we apply it to the van. Then we have safety glasses, foam brushes to add primer and protective seal, straight edge to mark where we're going to be cutting. We got the pan for that, and then here is the primer and protective enamel for when we file down the edges of the van. We have window cleaner to obviously clean the windows, and a microfiber towel. And we have a measuring tape. Here is our jigsaw. We just got to put the battery on, but with the blades, we decided to go with the Bosch T118B blades instead of the other ones for last time, just to get a little variety and see how well these guys perform. Then we have painter's tape to protect the outside of the van and to put on the bottom of the jigsaw. All right, so here is the Sikaflex and the primer. They came in 2 different baggies for each window. Here are the seals for each window. This is the electric caulking gun we're gonna be using to apply the Sikaflex to the window seal. Wire cutters. They kind of work perfectly to cut these edges off. All right, and then we have a stool to stand on when we are applying and cutting and whatnot. All right, so here we have our drill bits and our drill to create our pilot holes. We got our filer to file down the window, marker, rubber mallet to mash down this stuff, plastic wrap to protect the inside of the van from metal shavings, shot vac to vacuum up them, and all right, and right here we have one of the windows. It's still in the packaging, and then the other one's right here. Let's get to it. All right, so now we're about to hold it up just to make sure it fits, and we got the correct one, and that looks about right. So let's go ahead, put in some pilot holes. All right, we're gonna be using a 3/8 drill bit to make the opening for the jigsaw. Boom. Start right here. What's so good about this one too is that it's got a perimeter of where you need to drill the pilot holes, so it's just got an outline for you already. What I would do is make a mental note. Now for the other door, same exact process. That was awesome. Wow, that went way get too close. Oh! Hell yeah. I think the battery's dying. Yeah. Mark everything down with the straight edge, and I'm gonna do it with the door open so I can look on both sides and make sure the hole is correct. All right, there you have it. We have our basic guideline. We are going to probably drill a hole somewhere and get the jigsaw started. And we're just gonna go along here and make sure we do not cut up any higher. Also, going to do the same thing right now actually for the other door, but I'm not gonna do that one yet, but I will show you when it's done. T118B jigsaw blades, meant for cutting metal, so don't make that mistake. Maybe get a bunch of them. We're using the Bosch brand, but yeah, let's do it. All right, get ready. Metal shavings are going everywhere and there's no going back. What the hell? Damn, it goes fast. All right, I gotta be ready for this. All right, another thing I forgot to mention, make sure you tape down some plastic on the inside so that way you don't get metal shavings everywhere. Did it on this window as well, which we're absolutely crushing. All right. Damn, it goes fast. Woo! And you just go straight up and I'm good.
Right, follow the purple line.
Yeah, all right, ready? Oh! All right, so for a little update, we actually had to stop cutting on this one because the saw died on us. So we got some face shields to use the grinder to grind down some of the surface on here, and we got something interesting, something different that you've probably never seen on a van, but we're gonna use this, plug it into the drill, and just try and shear away the rest of this. All right, so we are using these little shears, Malco. Some Malco, this is all new to us, so we have no idea how this is gonna work, but we're gonna figure it out, so. Ooh. This is interesting. I see how it works. So you put it in there and yeah, you can rotate it and you just move it along the edge. So hopefully this creates a super clean and easy cut. You want to come closer so you can get this in action. It's working like a charm. Oh, damn. This thing is working solid. Let's take a peek on the inside. Dude, I wish we had this like years ago. You want to get some close-up look on it? Dude, that is insane. Probably should be wearing safety glasses, but. Look at that. It's pretty magical.
Good.
Yeah, I definitely recommend that tool. I definitely messed up a little bit down here, but it's nothing that's not gonna get covered anyway, so I kind of just want to like punch that through, but I think we learned our mistake.
Okay.
All right, last clipping. Oh, well, that's actually good. We just need to snip it right there and we're good. All right, it is the next morning and now we are going to grind down all of these edges with a grinder because the filer is just gonna be way too slow and just it's not gonna get down these edges like we need gone. And then we're gonna put on the trim and finish up. So a little update, we covered the tarp, or we covered the window with a tarp because it's gonna rain this weekend and we just installed this and you're not supposed to get water on it for 3 days. So I'd advise if you guys are doing it when it's about to rain out soon, just put a tarp over the door and then just close it. We haven't done it for these ones yet, but we are about to install these. We're looking. Right now we're gonna file down every edge on the perimeter of these, and I've actually already done it, so just do it to the best of your abilities. It doesn't gotta be perfect. I mean, if you just look at my cuts, they're not perfect. But yeah, this is like pretty much how you do it. Just get all the surfaces pretty smooth. We're gonna put primer, and then let it dry. Protective enamel, All right, but yeah. Something you guys could do too is, like, as you see this side, it's completely white. This one's dinged up. If you have a used van and you were doing this step where you were priming, you may as well just use some primer and clean up all the wheel wells, hit the floor too. But yeah, we did protective enamel and the primer on there, and they're about to use the rest on this one. All right, so now that this is all dry, we're going to need a rubber mallet, the window trim, and some snippers. I think I'm using like wire cutters, but a razor blade will also probably work. We're gonna start it. Oh my God, I almost forgot a step. We need to wipe down the surface using Windex. Start it right here. No, yeah, for sure. Like that. There we go. Slippers. Oh, it's like super wedged. Oh yeah, that's cool. Look at that. That is money. All right, so we just finished the trim on here. And we actually are gonna lay out some painter's tape to make sure we don't get any of the adhesive on the van, or if it does, it's just very minimal. We can just use acetone. All right, so next step, we need to make sure we have the glass clean on both sides before we install it. And you can tell which side goes on the actual surface of the van because it's this kind of matte material. All right, and now we're gonna do the adhesive. So we're gonna grab this tube and we're gonna cut off the tip, and we're also going to cut out this V shape which is on the tube. Primer. So we're gonna put this on the van first. We're gonna do 1/2 inch away from the van and then go all the way around. Maybe an extra strip on each side, and do the same thing on the other side. When you poke a hole in the primer and you screw the cap back on, make sure you shake it up and turn it upside down. It should start to bleed out. It's time to apply right there. And make sure you squeeze it a little bit too to get it flowing.
Wow.
All right, we've waited 10 minutes and now we're gonna poke a hole in the Sikaflex and look at that. Electric caulking gun is the way to go. All right, there it goes. Clean, constant bead. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, we're gonna start up here.
For some reason, when you stop it, takes a second to get full back in.
Down. That's good. You want to merge these together. There he goes on the stretch. Boom, crushed it. dot. I can't forget that one. Oh, buddy. That's how you do one window. Here, you get the left side.
Okay, that's how we do this.
Yeah.
Put in the.
All right. Push.
Put a little bit square.
Yeah.
Squish it. Squish it good. We'll just mark. We'll have to get the. I'll get the acetone.
Ow, my finger.
Get a different piece of the cloth, because don't. Yeah. That smears so easy.
Yeah. Time for this guy. Yo, look at Mr. Butterfly. Oh my. No way. The butterfly is in the lens.
Oh, I see him.
All right.
Kind of low on that stuff.
All right, you good? Oh, push it down a little bit. All right, now ease it up there. Push it up, push it up. To the left.
Yes.
This way, dude.
Okay, good. Yeah, we want it even with this. Oh yeah.
All right, right now we are removing the Sikaflex and adhesive that may be protruding below using acetone. All right, we have officially just finished up the rear windows. Some advice I would give you guys is to at least leave some tape, painter's tape at the top somewhere. I say this because the Sikaflex starts to leak out the edges, and this is the stuff I'm talking about. The black goo. It's just like a pain in the ass to get rid of with acetone. It's so difficult. You're not gonna get it perfect. It's gonna keep smearing. So my advice is put up some extra painter's tape. But yeah, we just finished, and I really hope this was valuable to you. If it was, drop a sub and some thumbs. Next week, or probably the week after, because it's gonna be storming all week, we are installing the Max Air fan. So we're heading up to the roof. See you guys soon.